Okay, so introducing Ankush, who is my co-founder and CTO, also the co-host, also somebody who's building Akto with me. So here, welcome Ankush. Do you want to give a little bit of intro on yourself?
Yeah. Hey everyone. Excited to be here, and I've been enjoying the conference so far. Yeah, I'm C2 and co-founder here at Acto, and I'm here to talk about what exciting stuff we are building at Acto, and at the same time, why the urgency and why now.
Awesome. Ankush, our experience, Acto's experience from Ankush Jain, why A- AI agents security is urgent, right, Ankush? We've had 3 months or 3 to 4 months of building this, and we kind of now can define why this is so urgent, having worked with some of the largest organizations. I'll go from here. I'll give the stage to both these Ankushes, and let's have fun.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, all the customers that we've been talking to, all the security, especially AI security teams that we have been talking to, all of them, like 4 out of 5, have had an incident, major or minor, but have had incidents where AI agents have performed unintended actions. It can include accessing data that they were not supposed to access. It could include uh, uh, exfiltrating information or giving out information that they were not supposed to, uh, and sometimes deleting or even modifying data that was not intended. So yeah, this really brings in uh, this really brings me the urgency of why security teams should act now, so that these kind of unintended actions, not just from a threat point of view, but even from a policy point of view, should be avoided. And I think, yeah, let's look into a couple of reasons why it should be done now, like why the urgency. Because now we have been introduced to AI agents, MCP tools, A2A. Pretty much each of these entities, they are interconnected to a large number of entities, right? MCP servers, you can imagine, are connected to a lot of API servers behind the scenes. Um, AI agents are connected to MCP servers, local tools, or could be third-party tools, APIs, a lot of pipelines. And to be honest, anything that these entities touch now becomes the attack surface. So if you think you have exposed a very simple MCP server, but behind the scenes, it's talking to a few AI agents, behind the scenes, it's talking to a few API servers, all of them have become an attack surface now. And because the MCP servers are talking to your users through their cursor or through Cloud Desktop or Windsurf, any of these AI agents, well, those are under attack surface as well. So suddenly there has been an explosion in attack surfaces. Um, and even then in the nature of AI agents, right? Like some of those agents are assistive, right? There is always a human in between, but many a times they are autonomous. And you can start with a simple example. For example, Jira MCP server, right? You gave it permission to just read the tickets. Well, that's fine. Not a big deal. But then how about you start letting it create sub tickets, or start modifying the ticket details, or even worse, like start creating a roadmap, or start modifying the backlog. And these things can cascade really badly if hallucinations happen, or some indirect prompt injections happen. So yeah, especially where autonomy is involved, is where AI security, AI agent security, and agentic security as a whole comes up as a real priority. And because they're all interconnected, a small compromise can actually compromise the entire system. For example, if one node, let's say an MCP server, relies on a vulnerable dependency, well, that can compromise the entire system, because everything, all the entities are associated to each other. Similarly, a small, like, prompt injection can go to an MCP server, then back to the API server, and then to the database, and then can infect database, or you know end up executing some malicious commands in the database itself. So definitely the risk is multiplied, because especially because all of the entities are like closely associated and very much talking to each other. Um, and then there comes the business need as well, right? As I said, like, and we have discussed this in our earlier sessions also in the conference. Agents that are executing workflows, right? Which are modifying the data in the world out there, which are executing tasks, or some of them could be executing transactions. Like, the more mission critical it gets, and the more regulation it will invite. And it's very important for the businesses to be proactive, make sure the compliance is in, especially started from discovery and governance, they are there as early as possible. Even the AI guidelines are evolving very fast, so it's need of the hour. Yeah, the more autonomous your agents are, the more sensitive data they are dealing with, and the more critical workflows they are executing, all the more reason to have agentic security in place.